Hey yo, Assalamu alaikum guys. Welcome back to another live stream. We are so back with the water and with the grind and everything. So yeah, I don't know. I don't sound excited, but I'm excited. I'm a bit scared today because we're gonna do Async Rust. I think. We'll see how that will go, but again, welcome, Transistoric. What's poppin', man? How are you doing? How's everything? How's life? My favorite moderator and favorite chatbot. You're my only friend, you know that, right? Join Discord, watch Orhun write the terminal color picker app, just explain that hex code. Thank you. We'll actually do it. Maybe. Actually, there should be a terminal color picker at this point. Guys, terminal color picker. Well, I mean, I should probably search on GitHub. I'm just curious. Come on, Rust. Color picker, a simple terminal color picker. There you go. It was updated in 2021 though. A simple terminal, yeah. Alright, I mean, I guess this counts. Just the main arrest though. And it's not rusty, but whatever. That was not the point. But thank you. I just like learned that there's one project that exists, but not Ratatouille. So that's a TUI opportunity. You know, if anyone wants to create a TUI project, there you go. I just gave you an idea. Terminal color picker, that would be nice. Like paint color picker thing, but in terminal. How about that? I think there's already one in Python, but it's Python, so it's yeah. I don't like the snake that much. So the reason why I use that title for the stream is because I'm gonna look into some async Rust, WebAssembly, and yeah, async Rust and WebAssembly with the Ratatouille Rattilla combination thing, because we eventually need that as a template and as some example, I think. So we're gonna do that, and it's gonna be painful because I already looked into it before and I gave up. But I was not mentally I was not in a position where I was my mentally strongest, you know. But now I'm prepared. I got my water and everything, so we're gonna just dive into it. And also I have some stuff to look at after we are done with the coding and everything. There's a new edition of This Week in Rust and also some other stuff, so we're gonna take a look at that at the end. So stay tuned for that. I don't know why I'm acting like a YouTuber at this point. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, hit the bell, whatever, donate. There's like a dollar button somewhere. So I don't know if that's still available to you though. I don't know if I removed it from the live stream or not. I don't know. Can someone just donate like, I don't know, a couple of $1,000 just to test if this works, please? Thank you. Because I don't know if it works. Just let's try it, you know. Testing on the production. We get some PRs. Add deployment information. I think I'll get to these PRs after I tackle the difficult things, because if I do it now, you know, I'll be I just want to like leave the basic stuff for the end, because otherwise I will feel bad. I will feel like if I don't do the async stuff, I will feel like I didn't accomplish anything. But even if I kind of not finish the async stuff, and also like, you know, at the end, if I finish, like if I merge some PRs, I'll just kind of trick myself into believing that I did something. So that's just that's how I think, at least. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, guys, that's the plan. So let me actually dive into it. There's this clipboard get set content issue that actually sparked the idea of having a proper async template, or like async support, because this clipboard thing works in async, right? I mean, of course, JavaScript browser shit, right? So yeah, there you go. There's this code. It spawns a local task, I think, and then you get the window, you get the clipboard, and you can just do stuff with the clipboard. But this is async move, so everything moves inside of this scope, which means that you gotta manage your scope. But the thing with Radzilla is it already it requires you to manage the scope, like manage your database, manage your state, you know. So if you want to use async, it creates a situation where you gotta manage two states, because you're just moving things around. You will have mutex and you'll have another mutex because you want to, or maybe you can just do things with a single mutex, but whatever. So that's the roadblock here. I'm gonna try to show you what I mean, and I'm gonna just reproduce that issue. So simple async. I don't know why I have this folder here. So I'm gonna copy this to simple async. We're gonna go to templates, simply async, and I don't know if I have a stash for this actually. Mutexes for days. Dude, I don't like mutexes. But it could be worse, you know? We could be just writing Java and just having fucking... What was the thing in Java? The morph... something like that. What was the name of the fucking Java mutex thing? Anyways, I fucking forgot. I don't care. I'm not writing Java. Semaphores. Yeah, semaphores. Semaphore. Yeah. God damn this thing, man. This fucking thing. You guys know the barber problem in like concurrency? That shit was like that shit was our, like, it was a painful thing while I was in university. You know, you gotta use semaphores, and like there's this fucking barbershop where there's only like there could be only there's some fucking rules. There could be only one customer. One customer is always sitting for some fucking reason, and then like, yeah, It was a mess. Like an hungry philosopher sucking at eating pasta. Yeah, man. I don't know. Okay, stash list. Don't backend by ID. That's not what I want. Okay, I can probably just rewrite this code into async. That should be fine. Alright, simple async. Chunk serve. Does this even work right now? Well, I guess I want to depend on a local version of Ratzilla in this one here. So let me do that. I can clean this up later. So project name, just use some project name, I don't care. Simple async template. Alright, what are you failing? Okay, just fails to find the freaking rat. It's compiling. I need to Right, I need some example case where I'm using async. So how about we do something like you press a key and then the contents of the clipboard just appears or something. Yeah, that's good. I hope I'm not gonna expose anything from my clipboard. I'm just gonna copy some dummy just in case. I'm so paranoid. So counter text. So let's actually contents maybe. Make this a string. Let's implement default on this. I don't know why Rust Analyzer is not working. It's kind of annoying. Or maybe it's working, I don't know. But I don't get diagnostics. Maybe I need to restart it. By the way, there's a new version of Astro Admin, which is the NeoVim config that I'm using, and they once again break everything. So I gotta update sometime, just migrate my new config. So, you know, it's fucking NeoVim story again. Everything breaks, you gotta update your config and then just pain. So I'm thinking maybe I should just switch to Helix while I have the chance, because I simply need to update my editor config anyways. So why not just switch to something new, you know? This is a Ratzilla async template. Alright. Counter, that's just text. Oh, just contents maybe? Or just, I don't know, just make it text, I don't care. Alright, what are you complaining about? Just come on. To string or something? How do I convert a cell to... Okay, that worked. Cool, handle events. So in here we got a key code. Actually, if key went modifiers code. Okay, how do I get the modifiers from this dude? Okay, control. So This is gonna be the paste if key event modifiers control. No, sorry, control. Dude, how do I do this? Okay, control. All right. Can I borrow mute? Yeah. We're gonna make this thing mutable, I guess? No? I don't know. Novum distros breaking things unheard of. It's just very annoying. Yeah, I don't need to make this borrow mute self. Okay, that's fine then. Text, just update the text when I press something. All right. Into. Oh no, I gotta use asterisk and make this mutable. All right. So now when I press Ctrl V, this is updated. So now we gotta just turn this whole thing into async. So async function main and stuff like that. So wasm, bindgen, async. It's gonna change a whole lot of things. Gonna be painful, I think, but let's see. Async main is probably not supported. Support async functions for wasm, bindgen, start. Trunk does not support async functions, I think. Alright, let me actually search for async main here. Async main. What? Oh, Tokyo main. That's why. Okay, maybe I can just add Tokyo then. But is this like an example? That's not an example though. Hold on. We don't have Tokyo. Oh shit, what's going on? My dark reader is just tweaking, bruh. Alright, let's take a look at the issues. Calling async functions from trunk. Okay. Spawn local, that's the same fix. Okay, then I gotta create a async wasm rust, something like that. Async executor. That's not what I want. Wasn't bindgen. There should be at least one example of this. I mean, come on. Alright. So you can just do this, I guess. What? It's imported. So what's the issue? Main function is not allowed to be async. Shut up. It should be async. Okay, wasn't bunch a start? What is that? And what's the difference between start and... Okay, maybe just add was a manjan. Oops. Was a bunch of features. Was a bunch of features, okay. Do I need to turn this into a librs file? Okay, let me try that. Librs. And cargo toml. I need to update cargo toml too. This is annoying, but let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, JS value. JS value. Trade bound JS value for stdr not satisfied. Wasn't bind gen JS value is std io error. JS error. Okay, I can use JS error. I don't like where this is going. This is just so ugly. This is so fucking ugly. Okay, that kind of worked. I guess, but let me try to serve the app now. Yeah, it's still working. Although, no, okay, we have async main now. That's cool. Now the thing is, how do I call async functions? I need an example. Yeah. So websys window. Is there an example of clipboard in here maybe? Clipboard, no. Wasn't bind gen clipboard. Of course there's no examples whatsoever. How do I use it then? It's the same issue, by the way, which I just showed you. So only way to figure out how to use the clipboard is just copy the code from that issue. There's no examples. I need some like minimal examples. How to get navigator clipboard. Okay, that's not related. Remote clipboard, what is this? The CLI tool is share content across different clients. Is this using Ratatouille? No. Of course, that's the first thing that I check. Well, let me just copy paste the code. What could go wrong, right? Please God work. That's a nice example. Alright, remove those things. Websys, that's from Ratzilla. Yeah, I gotta enable, actually I gotta enable that, right? So cargo add, websys, features, clipboard. Boom. Look at this. It has 1653 deactivated features. That's just a beast. But alright, we got the clipboard. We gotta await this. Write text and await. Why? Found option. I guess this will just work, so what is A? It's just navigator. So nav. Okay. Now only problem is the wait. So if I make this thing async, that's gonna be fixed. But then look, let me show you the actual issue. Now the problem is it's gonna compile, but it's not gonna be run because we're not calling await on this. But I cannot call await on it because because this closure is not async. But maybe I can make this thing async move. But then it complains because why? Yeah, it's fn mute key event. So it's not accepting async closures, so to speak. So how do I even fix that? That's the question. Anybody has an idea? How do I make this thing accept async move? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT and just wipe code it. Okay. I have this trait func. I use it like this. But I made handle events async, so I need to wait on it. Okay. I don't know, man. I'm just an amateur. Just need a live buddy to code with me. I could be your live buddy because I'm live, and I'm probably your buddy. Hopefully. I don't know. I never run into this issue before, so that's why I'm asking for opinions. So what do I do? Use a box dynamic feature output. Fuck. No. Oh my god. Hello bro, how are you? I'm chilling bro. How about you? Prince Dobaria 30. Did you fix the Python? I'm just gonna ask it every time, you know that, right? Until you say that you got it working. How's the thing going? Call the async callback. Wasn't bind feature spawn local? Okay. Oh my god, box pin, dude. That's just breaking the universe. Isn't there another way? Yeah, spawn local, but then that makes sense though. But hold on, let me try it. Yeah, just async move it, but it's gonna move things twice. I don't know if that's gonna work. It's probably not gonna work. Yeah, right. So you move things here. Okay, let me try it. Wasn't bind gen feature spawn local. All right. I completed Telegram, but that's nice to hear, man. That's cool. Okay, why is this even complaining now? I am just struggling to see what's going on because of all the errors. Value, not value. Value moved into closure here. Yes, it has been moved. And then we clone it. Okay, what's going on? Yeah, you want me to clone it before I move it. Okay, so then just clone it then. It's not gonna... Is it work? Whoa, okay, that kind of worked. Okay. Fine. Can I make this mutable? Yeah, I cannot make this mutable. That's a problem though. But is it really... Does that really matter? Let me just run it. Trunk serve. Okay. Let me copy something. Okay, I'm not updating the thing. What is P? That's gonna be overwritten, I guess, by the contents of clipboard or something. But we don't know what P is. That's the problem. Oh, it's a promise. So result. Oh, I can just use result then. Result to a string or something. Yeah. Alright, let's see. It's just empty. Okay, it's not working. What am I expecting to see? Well, I wanna see my clipboard contents here. But it's showing nothing. Is it maybe showing an error? No. Yeah. Unreachable executed. Let me set up the what is it? Where is it? Where is the damn thing? Gotta set up the console error panic hook for this. And how do I set this up? Gotta go to main. Take this thing. So setting this up will help us to see the error. Otherwise you don't get the error in the console. You get some ambiguous text which doesn't really tell you what's going on. So what's the problem? Already mutably borrowed, borrow error. What? That's the first time that I'm seeing this. librs 60. Okay, what? Where is it? Text borrow. Oh. Okay. Already mutably borrowed. That's interesting. Hold on. Let me not render the text. That's very interesting. Okay, now it's not showing an error. Of course. Alright guys, I'm back. This little disconnection issue that happens all the time, you know. Let me refresh the chat. Alright. So I guess that's not a big issue because I don't get that error all the time. I just get it like sometimes. But why am I not seeing the clipboard contents? That's the question. Write text. I'm not sure why this is not working. What happens? I just like run this in main. Oh, wait, I'm returning like result as string. That's not correct. I need to get the, what's the result of write text? Bro, I've been using Ubuntu for like 5-6 years and I always want to try Arch, but I'm kind of scared I'll lose the comfort and resource I have. But Ubuntu is really that different? Is it even worth trying? Yes, it is worth it. Just do it. You will not go back. You'll just get stuck with it. Just trust me. No worries. Just try it out. It is worth it, and you won't lose any of the resources. You'll gain more resources. Just trust me. Because I mean, you know, you'll set things up yourself, which means that you're gonna learn a bunch of new things. and based on that knowledge you will utilize other tools that you are not aware of before and stuff like that. So go ahead and do it. I hope that was a nice Arch promo. I don't know, what do you guys think? Did I do a good job with that, or not sure. So what does this have in return? A promise that is resolved once okay, a promise of what? It does not return the clipboard contents, I'm thinking. Okay, so I gotta just call get text or something. Retext, yeah. Retext. So let me just retext. Okay. So I'm guessing this is now returning a string that will contain some actual clipboard contents. Okay, that works. Okay, I did it, guys. So I copy this and I can paste it. So I will copy something and paste it. Okay, it's not working. Fuck, what happened? What's the problem? Borrow mute error. Dude, why? I mean, why do I get this? Borrow mute error. Panics if the value is currently mutually borrowed. Yeah, let's try borrow. If let I guess it will return okay. Text. Okay, that's just a guard of things there. Okay. What? Clipboard populated, not allowed error. Clipboard read operation is not allowed. What? What the hell? Why? I just did it. It just worked. Like, why are you now complaining? That's so weird. This seems to happen when executing code from the DevTools console. Okay. I'm not executing code from DevTools though. But okay, let me just refresh. What the hell? What just happened? It was working. Borrow mute error still 72. Already borrowed. God damn it. Okay, should I just do try borrow mute then? That's very annoying though. I gotta just put everything in new scopes because of that. Just increases the indentation. Is this fucking Python or what? Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm so aggressive because of JavaScript. Okay, this is working now. Right, I guess that worked. No. So weird, man. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Just crashes. Just fucking crashes, man. Okay. I'm actually going to do it like this, maybe. How can I make this thing one line? Make this Rust match one line. I remember the syntax. Okay, that's the syntax. Cool. Okay, that's better. Okay. Promise. Okay, this will set the clipboard, and this one is going to set the text. So promise. Maybe I can also like return JS error from this as well. So it's gonna be okay. Also, let me just create some functions. Set clipboard. And also get clipboard. Wait, it doesn't support converting. What does this thing return? What? If the error is not implemented for JS value, what? Call it just into, or just into. Wow, okay. I guess just unwrap them. Okay, fuck the results, man. I'm not gonna use results here. That's just annoying. So that's that. Yeah, this will return a string. Set clipboard. Okay, so now we're setting the clipboard and also getting the clipboard contents. We don't need to return a result from this, I guess. Okay, I can just copy and paste it and it works. I don't know why it like takes some time to paste it though. It just goes blank because I'm using this try borrow, which makes it not render anything while you're trying to borrow it, basically. So, but I mean, it seems to be working. Okay, I'll clean this up and maybe create a draft PR. I can move, or I can just, yeah, never mind. Cargo sort. Okay, sorted the dependencies. Well, it doesn't make sense because we are marking the main function as async, but we're not running any async code in the main. So yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I'm just gonna document what I did instead of creating a new template because I'm not very happy with this final result. We have, like I said, async fn main, but we're not using any async functions. Instead we are spawning a new feature, and then in here we have an actual async function. So yeah, I did some experiment with this, and possible to mark the async, yeah. Move the main rs and mark the crate as cdylib. What is cdylib? That's like dynamic. What is c prefix? C dynamic? What is cdy? Okay, anyways. And the third step is just use okay. However, this is not very useful unless you are running async functions. You are doing anything async in the main function. When it comes to calling other async functions from example spawn local can be used as follows. Goodbye. Good night. Spawn local, let's link to that. So I will, okay, I don't want to add a template, I should say that here. So I'm not sure if additional handling of async closures is necessary. Here is the most that I got from GPT about converting stuff to async. Right, where's that thing? Yep. Copy. I need to add a collapsible thing. How do I do that? Okay. Mark down collapsible content. Also, I'll probably add an async template whenever I feel more comfortable with the async usages. This might still need some investigation. All right. I'm gonna move this to examples. Clipboard. I'm gonna remove readme, cargo generate, toml, license, git ignore. Yeah, git ignore too. This thing too. This thing too. And clipboard. I can bring back the main RS because I don't need a async main. I can use IO result here. And let's run it. Wasn't by jump prelude, it's not needed. I don't like the string. We need to fix the formatting. Is this better? Add clipboard. Let me create the PR. Let me copy my own comments. Copy link. Okay. That's that. And yep. Let's take a look at the PR now. The README thing. Add deployment information, add an example build script and a basic Vercel template that uses Vercel that I made. Okay. I think I will have some comments on this. 79. So deploying Ratzilla. Examples. Deploying Vercel. What is this script? I don't want to like put a build script in my readme. Build the... Okay, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Okay, build the thing. Okay, I see. This is just a simple change, I see. Deploying to build. There was a bundle. You can run the following command. This can be the build artifacts. Will be in the dist directory. Then you can markdown collapsible. I always like forget this syntax, so each time I'm just like searching for it. Example build script. Alright, Versal. There is a okay, that's that. Let's add the review. Let's see how it looks like first, I guess. Serve. Okay, I'm gonna move this to after serve. I don't think I'll be able to push. Oh, I just pushed the branch. Okay, that's cool. So let's see. Okay. Okay, squash and merge. There you go, we have deployment information now. That's cool. Okay, I think I'm done with the project for now. And I wanna, like, before I go, take a look at This Week in Rust newsletter. This Week in Rust, okay. Let's get up to date with what's new in Rust. Okay, 9 April. So yesterday. New Rust version. Help us create a vision for Rust's future. Rust turns 10 this year. Okay, they create a survey. Rust division survey. Okay, how many questions in this? 16. Okay, let me just fill this. Individual. How comfortable do you feel writing code in Rust? 5. Small. Open source. In what domains do you use Rust? CLIs and other TWEs. I mean, it's the same thing, but I just gotta mention that TWE. For projects that you have not used Rust, for what programming language did you use instead? I only code in Rust. Where do you live? Middle East? No. Okay, I guess I'm living in Middle East. How did you first... I'm not living in Middle East. I think it's Asia, but whatever. How did you first get it started? Okay, just next. It's just boring. Referrals. Okay, that was boring. Never mind. Project goals update. Okay, whatever. The terminal-based man-in-the-middle proxy written in Rust with tmux and vim as user interface. What? Why do you complicate things for yourself? Why use tmux and vim as user interface? I don't get it. Seems overly complicated. Thinking like a compiler. Things fall apart. Interesting. I might take a look at these later. Not gonna read them now. Yeah, creative of the week, graft. Interesting. What is this meetup? Okay, I guess that's it from me today, everybody. I'm just gonna chill. Not really. I'm gonna just grind another project now, off stream. But that was it. I wanted to tackle some async Rust issues, and I did that basically. So I'm pretty happy with the result. I know how to use async in WebAssembly now. That wasn't too hard. So yeah, I guess thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you probably on Sunday or Monday, because I'm taking 2 days off from streaming. I have other plans, so yeah, just saying. But I'll be active on Discord and on socials and everywhere if you wanna, reach out to me or just see what I'm up to. I usually share stuff on socials daily, so yeah. And I'm on Discord. It sounds cringe, but I'm on Discord. So yeah, I guess that's it, everybody. Take care.